Meech has been Meech has been having a shocker, to be honest. People rightly should have flamed me for that, but I still believe that he can turn it around. So swings and roundabouts. Sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong. Okay, EDG on defense, G2 on attack, and we got a 2-0 pistol. Jesus, we got a 2-1 pistol. Very nice. I mean, that was so fast. The round's done before the 20-second mark here.
Pistol round kind of play from G2. Get the double smokes down between default and triple, and then go through short. And EDG have already got a protocol about that.
3-0? Oh yeah, dude, 3-0. We did it on the wrong side. You're right. Sorry, chat. Sorry. 3-0. Pistol gods.
If I'm honest.
Damn KO. Damn that KO flash. Go on, you can be honest.
I think EDG are going to
No, I already said. I said I think G2 will get swamped on this one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I like
for EDG's side of
what
things. It's the lack of the
EDG's
Viper,
comp
which means
has
no
to
smokes
offer.
over towards B.
And I think G2's comp is kind of...
staying dedicated towards the back of the site is EDG, not really fast.
I can't hate G2's comp, but you're basically trading what could be a Gecko for a Teo, and I'm just not on board with it.
Okay.
Well.
Even though the EDG comp's Viperless, you're fine with it? Dude,
Yeah.
I like the KO on this map, but every time I mention it around Mini, he calls me out because he thinks that KO's awful.
If you play with a judge in hookah, it does mitigate the lack of the Viper quite a bit. You just have to worry about smoking off long.
Nah, I can't flame. I'm not gonna flame. It's fine.
Damn, were you gonna flame Mini?
Whoa!
Hey, go on, get it out. Dude, he flamed me. He
Whoa.
flamed me yesterday. You can get him. You should get him.
Okay. Well, I guess he was.
Nah,
I can't do it.
Dude, come
please,
on.
I
No
can't.
one's listening. You're so fine.
Tested the waters just about ever and don't particularly like any of it. So looking to go back around towards B, and that judge is still in towards hookah.
It's an eco. Go on.
Trying to, puff out the chest, look a little bit more intimidating, but this really where it stops. And
I
then
mean,
outside of that, well, you got
where was he
the wall.
flaming
So
the
20
KO
seconds.
from? Like from his home, right?
G2.
Because I mean, I was playing KO in Shanghai. So.
Damn,
So
dude.
it's up to
I
him,
liked it.
right?
I liked it. That was good.
That
That was good. That was good.
Dive through towards the side. This is
They do
going
have
nowhere.
Yeah, they do have to die.
Oh,
Well, that's
wait, there was a gap there?
mid-round to look at. G2 just not finding anything. Very disciplined from EDG.
Yeah, very nice.
Shambolic instigating though, Sliggy. I respect it so much, but it's
Ah,
Shambolic.
dude, I had to get him back for yesterday.
And I'm not sure that
We were so petty, we didn't even raid him.
revealed it too much. They might not realize
I
it
like
was
that.
about. See, look here. There's the kill from the ghost rather than from the judge, though he does get up closer.
So
towards
you
the
and
long
Mini having like
later part of the
relationship
round.
Ah,
problems?
nah. He just
They're gonna have to be really careful navigating against
he
the
just
bonus
said
round.
he said
Double
sometimes my ideas in the game are interesting, and he said another word for interesting is bad. That's what he said. That's what I'm saying, dude. We gotta knock him down a few pegs.
Like this guy's trying to come to the biggest. Like he's stepping into your sphere now, and if he thinks he can get away with stuff,
That's what I'm saying,
that's
dude.
actually Shambolic.
That's crazy.
I'm on your side, Sliggy. Don't worry about that. Like,
Thank you
if
so
you
much.
need someone, I've got you.
I don't need someone. He's kind of small. It should be okay. But
No, but I'm saying if
I like the backup. The great flash on this.
Could have had some part off, but it's fine.
Having taken down the Vice, that should open up the door to A. They go with the Tejo drone to just to make sure that there's no other trap around. But he's going to play himself in. With a judge in backside, what do you hope to accomplish here, buddy?
No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
No way. I mean, nobody will sometimes give you.
I mean, he went ham on me.
Super questionable
Yeah, I'm not
decisions,
that.
but
Dude,
he is
he only beat me
champs
once.
winner,
That's it, I think.
I am a bot. So
I don't have to worry about too
I
much.
try not to
And he had
judge, you know.
Durka.
Yeah.
I might have had Scream, but he had Durka, so
Not
come
allowed
on.
to criticize any players anymore. All right, unless you're a champion.
And
player.
Leo.
That's the standard. Ballad, gonna be forced out. Smoggy, having a go. Why not? Guardian, Bulldog there.
Any damage is good damage.
At this point going forward, yeah, because it is Vandals, Phantoms. These are expensive items. Jonah Pete is going to take away Simon.
No matter what, it's good damage.
I'm looking at the economy.
You want to get another kill?
I think Smoggy knows he's
Nah,
not
okay.
really getting much more than that and opts to back away and No, yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah, you should be dying
Yeah,
to
I was
spike
like,
there.
where are we off to, mate?
You don't really want to keep a Guardian in that spot.
Still feeling alright for
Chat
EDG
hates
on
Mini
this.
now, though, by the looks of it.
Even after they've taken
Say again,
quite a lot
sorry?
of space at B long,
It looks
they're
like
still
your
pretty
chat hates
cautious and
Mini now.
tentative about it. And I think one of the reasons.
Oh,
that's
that's a cool little wall with the gap there.
Wild.
Oh, yeah, I mean, rightly so. No, I think it's more just because we don't allow the chat to flame many people. But like Mini and Prius are free game. So as soon as Mini and Prius are here, it's people just get all of the rage or maybe something they would have wanted said about the player just onto them.
From G2 is because they're scared of a
really
potential
respect
flash
that, yeah.
reclear over towards B.
It's a good rule.
You have to
No, it
get
is a
away
good
from
rule.
position. You have to be a little bit
Yeah,
worried
I
about
think I like
kind
that.
of thing. Look at how much
You
space
should implement it to your
G2
stream,
holding
if
down
anything.
alone at the start
Every
of this
stream
round
should be like that.
brawl in showers.
Okay,
Oh,
chat.
man, if someone
1,
wants to
2,
flame in my stream,
3,
like per game, per
4.
one, so
It's
One,
there's about 3 messages an
2,
hour, so
3.
like, on after anyone can type anything, and then it just gets a bit of, it gets airtime.
Respect. We got 7 people that
Exactly
can't
that
buy
time,
next.
Like to take another re-exploration.
And they go for a
Very
push
happy
on
when the
short.
game comes to him in spots like this.
No, okay. We're all good. It's a strong hold here. This is going to get crazy. They should flash this, but they might not.
This is a nasty little setup here.
Like, they should get
Will
flashed.
have to be diligent in their clear, which they are going to be. This is now going to be very
Oh, God.
messy. Time to get out of there. Trent's going to get
Damn,
one
that
down
was
on the farm.
incredibly
EDG
placed
get
all.
punished for their bravado playing close sight. Flash through the smoke. We've seen it before, and it's rewarded again. Cancun gonna claim
Aim
two.
so they might
Making it
be
3v2,
doable.
and Simon wants to play it forward. He
Next
finds
duel.
a fair
Oi,
fight and a
nice
pull.
shots.
How the hell?
Nice shots from
EDG
it was like
turning that
Kang
around.
into Simon, hitting great shots there. Really, really nice. Not sure they should have won this one. It was a 3v5 at its
Through
peak.
the smoke. I mean, first of all, EDG are fighting over short, and G2 handle it really well. Taeho drone comes through, they swing, and not just that. They have the flash for the swing and a Brimalt behind. And at that point, you're thinking, okay, G2, they're into the site. But
Yeah, this is looking like what we said about Trace, though. Just the individuals just take them over. This is an incredible round from them. Force them down to an eco or slash low buy.
Been a little snappier with that one, but I think G2 is still a bit afraid of what EDG are going to be doing on the defense. They constantly look like they're the ones reacting.
God, again, this is just so strong. EDG, this
Great
confidence.
shutdown as well.
It's a wake-up call.
EDG
almost really
not getting
stamping
eco'd?
their authority on this
Holy.
one. You walk into bind, you leave it
Two-
open,
that's
you think,
two
"Hey, it's a trap,
anti-ecos."
right, G2, this is not high up in that map, but we haven't
Oh.
seen it. They're trying to fight back. They
Okay,
make it
so
go. Still
dude,
doing
imagine
this
no
up against
trade on it.
nothing. That's
Imagine
3 of them
2v5.
standing, walking out there, Vandals and head held high. EDG,
Money,
this feels
see,
like it's
money's
sending a message
still
almost.
not great. 2 people have to
Talking about sending
rebuy.
messages,
Like, even though it's a
actually quite important
4-1,
for
it's
G2
like
if we take a
1
step
win will probably
backwards
push them
from
down to an
this. It's not
eco.
an
They do have
elimination
Kang
game,
Kang's ult, though.
right? And G2
And winning this would force G2
they're
down to an
favoured to be
eco,
able to
so
make it out of
you're
Swiss
going to see
anyway,
that ult
even if
used
they
into
do
this
lose
round.
game. It's really difficult out there, though, so I do hesitate to say that. But G2 want to send a message in this one that their bind is not free. Like, if they do float it and leave it open, you should still respect it. And if they get destroyed by EDG here, it's not going to
Oh,
work.
the flash over the top with the swing. Yeah.
Oh, this is
They've shown this a little bit,
we actually
though.
have a swing off it. Nah, nobody, I don't think he's going to fight. Oh, does he get something off this? Okay, a little bit of info. I was hoping to see a little set piece off the rip. Don't think they're going to get the opportunity. Maybe a late flash in the clear here.
Yeah, I mean, they can still do it off
I like this as well. Nobody's like first contact, and then Kang Kang's there ready to swing, and then at the same time can just ult. Like, he's the one not taking the risk, even though he's duelist, just because they know like this is
We're
everything.
going to understand that a flash there means that somebody's peaked with it. That also means they're probably not fighting over long.
That
Free
fight's
clear over towards long. Okay, start to see at the 1 minute mark group
very
up over
much there,
towards
playing
B.
the other side of the map as well. Simon playing
One
backside,
smoke
Kung
in.
playing out of elbow and nobody playing close. Air flashes there, Seekers as well, but you can't make much of them. But
Okay,
they are
creates a
pivoting,
little bit of
they are
pressure. At least keeps the
rotating
3
away from
person
this.
strong, and then we're going to go group up over towards A. 40 seconds, they're going to deal with a flash and Thorns. That's about it. We're going to have Smoggy's ult, so they need
So
to.
many of these approaches have been
Be careful.
Again, those plays through the smoke, the isolation. Chichu going to take away Valen, but it's traded out this time. They can carry on forward, but how many flashes have we seen through these smokes? How many
Oh,
times? has
I
this
regret
man
not
been an
nading
absolute
close.
nightmare? This time around,
Damn, he
G2
still got the kill.
everywhere
Jogamo got
they
off
look,
the spike plant and
clearing
got
out
the
the
kill.
space properly,
Keep an
playing
eye
together,
on nobody going
positively.
fast here.
That's
Oh.
rotten from him. Kung Kung
Oh
down
no,
four,
dude.
nobody party.
Oh
And
no,
G2
Jugamo had a sick round though,
finally
but
getting a
that's
bit of stability,
devastating.
but
Popped
that
the
was
ult at the
rough
end,
around the
double
edges.
extra
I mean, the end of that
satchel,
round was
kind of
awful.
messed him up.
I was being quite nice.
that was really rough. And Leaf got himself
This
into a
was nice though.
phenomenal
Like I
position.
love the
He
breach.
snuck all
I
way
love
through
the
showers,
the
deep in
brim
backside.
ult
An amazing
into the
spot.
flash, just in case anyone's got
Whiffs the
through.
shot, and then Kang sends his ultimate out and -1 showstopper. So that's a weird way for the round to end, but the macro ideas better from G2. And like I said,
See,
Leaf
I
really
thought
threaded
the I thought the idea
That might be something he
from
tries to do
EDG
later
was
on as
pretty
well.
sick as well. I just thought it was a good round.
Swings and roundabouts now. Money.
Oh boy.
The short.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a double. It's a great shot.
How's this happening afterwards? Just like
Oh, the timing on that peak is awesome.
We're having one of those matches now afterwards, like, you know, the barn burner of map 1. It's getting
a little messy.
a little muddy, but it's early, you know?
Deep Vice Wall over towards B long here. So Chishu's mixed things up on the
Yeah, so they're gonna get early info so they can get the rotate out. If Leaf gets over towards Sai has ult, Simon has ult as well. The next round should be pretty interesting. We definitely want to keep an eye on Chichu, see if he can get a kill in this. And then next round's gonna be crazy. Bit of pressure over towards Showers is gonna keep 3 here, and they should just be able to hit.
It's fine. G2 clears sights.
Yeah,
Cards
and
coming in.
I still think the EDG will take this, right? They got the ult out of them. Maybe a little bit damage here would be nice.
That's just so nice of him.
It is.
Considerate man. Takes away nobody.
The Jogamo's looking kind of nice.
Gonna have to do this with just a stinger before standing here for G2. And it is
Oof,
G2.
nice shots as well.
Clear enough. Right, now we get into the
Now,
hopefully
yeah, now we get a little bit crazy
a
on
cleaner
this.
look between these two.
Nice from G2. We got 2 armor rebuys there. Their money's pretty good.
Things to pay attention to is whether this
a really
defense
nice
over
shot.
towards A starts to get exploited. G2 are really, really good at adapting on the fly. If you think about that previous map that we just saw, as we heard from Mika talking to Josh RT, he used the tag timeouts, the coach, like round 8, round 9, like essentially done with at that point, and just left it to the players to adapt as things went
Yeah, a
on.
lot of ults on this one. At the moment, everyone with like the Teo stuff and the Viper is pretty much using salvos, and then they Viper ult here to create pressure. G2 are in that mix as well. They've done this before. And I think that's probably why EDG are so heavy 3-person over towards Showers. They're expecting Leaf to get set up here and use the ult. Instead, G2 use the pressure of it, and they just walk up short. Really cool idea. Yeah, the thinking here is the anti. Yeah, because everyone with the Teo ult, they like to do this. They like to do Teo damage into set the Viper ult up. Like the easiest call at the moment. And I think they really wanted to protect over towards Showers.
Yeah, go on then. Nobody's waiting. And yeah, Trent wins it. Okay, but
oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah,
oh, he planted out in the open though.
As a glance, he's got it. Trent now.
Yeah, and Smoggy swing on this. Very, very nice from EDG. Again, I thought their overall idea was fine. I think they're just trying to predict what they were going to do here. Leaf messed up. Leaf definitely messed up.
Idea with that defensive setup, when you play triple over towards Showers, you have to commit to Showers.
Yes.
You know that you've lost Lamp's control, and the retakers when they come over are super tentative. They don't just run into backside. And here, Kang thinks there hasn't been a reaction, even though the Viper wall's gone up. He just
last bullet.
Still risk it. And yet they still somehow manage to skirmish out and don't just get pinched completely over there.
We got 1, 2, 1, 2. Dude, okay, 3 on each side. They can't buy next, but you got to look at this. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3 ults. Tail ult to take Showers, but instead taking Showers, we go heavy over towards short. Dude, they love a distraction in Showers with numbers going over towards short. Okay, they're gonna get a free plant. Nothing to stop him here.
There with the flash, no one to really play through it this time, so having to stay a little bit more patient, wait for this plant now.
This is one of the first times G2 have got into a decent spot.
And where does nobody ult? Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it forces Jorgamo out into the open. Oh, he tapped the side of it. Ah, that's a great retake. Really, really nice. Vice ult. Vice ult in the open. Then everyone with the Vice ult, like after you got hit by it, probably goes into lamps because you have a shorty, right? And then they clear all the lamps and short with the Teo ult.
They literally used Taeho just straight off rip to push people out of showers and went for a 4-person exec short.
I tried to time it.
A comp that's going to be amazing at running these big 4-person short executes. Normally you're going to want the Fade to combo in there, maybe the Gecko or something like that.
Yeah, that was smart though.
But they went for it, tried to make it happen. They're certainly trying to adapt and trying to find the openings, really heavily focused on A, as you can see again, but they're not coming out with the answers here.
Yeah, put it up a little bit.
No,
Should be
and
better.
EDG starting to, it feels more and more robust as the rounds go on.
Dude, they
This
love
was
a short.
really clean round. Smoggy trying to find a little bit of room to play
Just
from.
forcing short all the time.
Audio cues, at
Definitely
least one,
heard Trent here.
perhaps
Oh,
two.
guys.
No way.
No,
way.
guys.
Doesn't get
Jonah, you got to be
cleared out.
checking
He
that
knows
with the
there's
dog.
already a crossover towards Lamps. He's got the ult as well. Fight forward or die. It doesn't matter which you choose. Chichu does
Dude, it's
go
a nice
down.
sky
Limited
flash, but
success. Look at the
doesn't
grip
mean
on
too
this
much.
side. Jorgamo, I mean, you ain't
Yeah.
doing much more than that. EDG looking in
It's
control
that Bucky,
now.
but doesn't do too much.
I think EDG have thoroughly proven at this point.
Yeah,
that their
EDG have got
AD
some nice
defense
stuff.
works.
Yes.
So this has been a great scrim, guys.
I'm not sure they can.
Shall we perhaps test the B side?
Yeah, I
or
was gonna
something a
say
little
maybe we go
slower?
showers. Maybe
back
short
to
isn't as
base.
easy as we thought.
There's a lot of mistakes.
Mr.
going on
Danio
here
with the
as
tier
well.
1.
I
Thank you
mean,
with the
for
2 months.
example,
Thank you,
see there
thank
the
you.
dog not clearing the close position. That close position is one of the most common spots that you see people play inside of. If they're playing with a judge or if they're trying to get the jump on you with some kind of crossfire over towards Lamps, there are
Yeah, you gotta check that with the Sky
that
Dog.
don't befit a team with a reputation of having
It's still a
every
recoverable
T
game.
crossed and every I
They do
dotted.
just have to get the
That's-
last 2 rounds.
That's what you normally think of when you think of G2.
Yeah.
You can
The
tell that we're towards the
EDG's
bottom
comp
of
will
the
struggle a
map.
little
My
bit
question
because
is,
of
do
the
we
no
get
Viper, but
individuals? Do we
also
get-
the
You
Vice
don't
is
see how
like-
much of a long walk that is
Do
now,
other
Slipgy, man.
strengths of G2 here.
Say again,
other
sorry?
than the,
You don't
know,
see
the
how much of a
prep
long
and the
walk that is
discipline
now.
rear their head.
Okay, yeah, I
This
see.
or
You're
even
still on that
half.
one.
Yeah, you don't see that though.
Really doesn't look good.
I mean, yeah,
Other than
it's
that,
I would call it a
maybe
stroll.
there is gonna be that little bit of life in the
Like a
map,
little
That is like
stroll.
a
it feels
15
like they have
second
nothing
sprint,
to
especially when
plan
everyone's on
beyond
stage.
that.
Sprint!
Jorgamo
Why are you
Oh, no,
sprinting
no,
to the
no,
stage?
no, listen, I can
Display
explain.
thus far, but
They're just on the
8-8's
fifth
not
bump
exactly
on
setting
stage.
much on fire.
Okay.
Certainly not winning them rounds at
The
this
right
point.
one's on the huddle, but they
Beyond
can't
that,
huddle
Leaf
without
not
you.
really
So
having
you
Okay.
can
that
do the like
impact. It's
brisk
a very
wall.
middling
And
performance.
you've got like
Okay.
10,
EDG,
and then
Yeah.
everyone's
probably
looking
quite
at
happy
you,
seeing
like
this,
there's a lot of
seeing how the
pressure.
veto
It
went
is
down.
tiring.
Super happy.
You could've thought this might be
Okay, yeah.
right,
No, I think
just
honestly you
something
recovered it a
maybe
little
there's
bit to
something
be
in the works
like
here, but
time is limited
not
after the
really
huddle. You
filled
gotta
that
get there and
idea
talk
that
in the
we've come up
headset.
with, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay, I see where you're going for. So it's like a maybe like a faster walk,
Yeah, definitely.
maybe a light
Right now,
jog.
3 rounds, and the
Ooh,
way they've
jogging
got
in
them and the
public
way
is
this game has gone,
embarrassing.
I
So
am
probably
not
people
really
do it
buying
like
this
once, but-
EDG.
Raise ult versus raise ult.
Here we go.
Oh my, over the
what
head,
is going
dude.
on? Is
Jorgamo comes out on top.
find
Is
it?
there a
Trade
trade
it
here?
out, though.
No. Because everyone else had to run away from the ult. Great
Lovely
flash once again.
swing,
Dude, Simon's
EDG.
flashes have
This is
been
composure.
incredible
Expecting
since
the
the
play
first
coming out
round.
as well. G2 are trying to go blow for blow, but the bodies are here. Simon just putting up numbers and just
Very,
roasting
very
Leaf
nice, dude.
alive.
They're wrecking them.
If there was a round that typifies exactly how this map has gone so far, it would be that one. Just a massive fight over towards B-Long. Both Rays with their ultimates, firing them off at each other. And then crucially, when Simon went for the reclear with the flash, nobody playing anti-flash, right? The layers that you would normally expect from a team like this, you see Valen is towards the bottom of B-Long in that, but he doesn't swing. He's not like, they haven't pre-thought out what they're going
I
to
tell
do
you what,
against EDG.
it does
And so
look like
every idea is
G2
working
don't
here for
have
the
that much
Chinese
on this map.
super team.
And it is...
This is a lovely confidence boost when you're considering the
I'm not
fracture is
saying
looking
it's a
more and
Parma
more
ban,
likely as
but
we
it definitely
close in
looks
towards
like
an 8-3 scoreline here,
the
looking
least
like
amount of time has
potentially
been
9-3 as
spent
well,
on
considering
it.
by his Guardians.
'Cause
we do have
they
a-
are
oh,
struggling.
Jonah,
Like
please.
we were
Maybe
forcing
that'll do
short the whole
something.
time. We don't really have...
What a shot.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, you
Don't
wanted some
really have
individuals. All right,
set rounds of
that's not
ults, it looks
bad.
like.
That's a vi-
Nice shot.
G2 can shoot.
Were you mocking the Guardians?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll write a written apology. I'll get to it. That's on me.
No, that's crazy though. G2 have just given themselves an opportunity, I think, here to be able to win the map.
Wait, what?
I mean, 4 rounds and then a pistol is vastly different.
Sometimes this game confuses me.
Was
in
he
ways
was he
that surprise
crossing
me
and there
every
was an
single time,
extra
but now
little
Smoggy
bullet
and Simon
hit?
gonna have to try.
I thought they were just going to
Have a
respect
little
it
go.
though, but
Yeah, not going to happen. G2 at least going to look to salvage around here. After what was a very underwhelming performance, Simon, yeah, there's just the pour on of utility. Timing alone is gonna
Bad
be
Molly
rotten
spread,
for
yeah.
him.
got unlucky with the
Yeah,
RNG
you're
of
right,
it.
4 rounds does does give you a little bit of a window.
Okay, they
play
got to
with.
win a
As you said,
pistol, and
maybe
at the moment it's
complement that with
3-0
a pistol.
on the pistols,
Maybe
so
you're back into
haven't been able to
this.
do that
At
yet.
the same time, though, just
Dude, they're
with the
both
pistol,
pre-aiming
G2
for it.
haven't won one yet in this series. All 3 of the pistols have gone the way of EDG. G2 have got to turn that around.
just as he decided to go, the spam came in. That's so unlucky.
Had it with your old phone? We've got you. At Verizon, trade in any old phone for iPhone 16 Pro on us, on any plan. And get
That's
iPad
pretty
and Apple
funny.
Watch Series 10, all 3 on us. That's up to $2,000 in value, only on Verizon.
How is the Pearl VODs coming along? Can I upload this yet? No, not really. Chat, let me mute this so I don't get wrecked. This give you more confidence about Liquid? The only thing is though, like, I'm not unconfident with Liquid on certain maps. I'm just unconfident in their Pearl Lotus Fracture. Like, I'm not unconfident with them as a team or anything. I just think that they have 3 maps that I don't think... I think they have 3 maps where I would rate every other team beating them on those 3 maps. Apart from... Is it EDG that ban Fracture? Like, obviously, apart from permabans. You don't think their Fracture is that bad? I don't think it's... The problem is everyone else has a really good Fracture at the moment. Like, I don't know what team doesn't have a good Fracture at this event. Like, maybe Vitality, but they still lost on that map. Sen? Oh yeah, Sen actually don't have a good Fracture. Well, no, chat. I think Sen have a really fast fix on their Fracture. They're the ones that lost the G2 where they didn't realize that they had to, like, push behind, right? Like, push on defense.
But this, really, you're seeing the disparity here in reps, in everything. G2.
I think the Sentinel's Fracture is actually can be good within one VOD review. Like, I think all they had to do is just they didn't know how to play against the Vice comp that G2 did. 5-minute fix, kind of like a VOD review fix, like maybe like a 40 minutes.
That's the top of G2's map pool, and are now getting
Or if they trust you and you don't have to, or if they trust you and you can just explain it. Honestly, 5 minutes.
That's the question.
I don't think many people can really find an answer to that yet.
Not the pistol rounds.
No.
All right, 3-0 in the pistols.
4 rounds. EDG looking like they are back on track here after, as I said, a very hard fought for map 1, which just slipped between the fingertips.
Okay, they picked the right side. We got info. They got to win this duel. Dog goes in, but G2 did incredible to get one. And Valen is left out on his own. Yeah, and dude, everyone TPs, so they just take spawn control knowing that there's only one person here. Dude, these flashes.
How do you get out?
Whoa, what a shot.
Well, a shot like that will certainly do you some good. A 3v3 now, but does Lee feel this pressure?
All 3 there? Like, all of this is a question mark. Are they ever going to think there's all 3 in the cubby at spawn?
Something feels off here. The molly is an issue, but
A
Lee
shot?
with a stunner.
Did he spot the other?
Okay,
No.
hold on. 2v2. But can they find these players in time? EDG trying to play to that clock here, force the fight forward.
Very nice.
Lovely work. Being really slippery here. And Leaf previously up towards that heaven position, trying to do what he can. He's
Yeah, they got some
EDG,
pistols on them, no doubt about it. 4-0 in terms of pistols. And this was a cool one though. We got drone up towards short, we got knife over towards here, and then once they hear the TP, they just stop the original plant, I think, and then they push over towards back of sight. Like, their reactions are good here as well.
Reinforced by players coming through the teleport.
Pistol demons, yeah.
Pistol rounds that G2 ran are mega standard, not something special that they've come out of the strat book with. The kind of stuff that you see from tons of other teams at the tier 1 level. And now G2 are going for the
other teams react to this high level gameplay to get down yourselves. Honestly, a lot of the time you're practicing so much that you won't actually watch these games. Like what Webb was saying, these are like some of the first games he's watched just because teams are pracking. Because you have so much to fix. Like, watching other teams to an extent is like a liberty unless you're like copying what they're doing.
Let's see how it looks once they hear those stingers, once they feel that pressure. It looks like fight a little further forward. Stalled out at least by the smoke now. Forced to respect that, but Jorgamo willing to try and hold this line down.
This doesn't show a good sign for G2 as well in terms of confidence on the map, having to force buy. Similar to what we saw on Liquid on Pearl, where it's just like they force so early, which shows that they're not that confident on this map. Especially on defense, it's pretty rare.
They can't find it.
Look, I've heard things about these North American stingers. I've heard they're pretty good, but
Yeah, they are pretty good.
see caution being shown by EDG. Respect given in this one, not wanting to make any mistakes here. And you can see G2 kind of gathering back up towards Lamps, going for the swing. And the timing was pretty good, catching a couple on the reload. Oh,
Holy, yeah. That's what I was saying. They're pretty good with it. They did so much damage to Kang as well, and I think the person that did the damage was Jonah Pino, so he died and he can call the comms. They know that one of them is really low, and they have to wait for Leaf to get here, and Leaf is miles away.
Trying to reposition here, but those stingers, yeah, that's a good spot for Jorg. Yeah, it's so nice from him. That two he found was just perfect. Not expecting that extra body, but Chichu.
Leaf is at least going to find him early. Dude, and look at the damage. It's so good with stingers.
Coming in. EDG, little bit of a wake
Very nice.
Can't take it too light, but G2 and stingers, man, they're
No
good.
damage comes anymore? No, they still do damage. It's
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 always
the
a risk when you go for this kind of
stuff.
thing. If G2 had lost the round, they've basically lost the map. But I think it's the right time to take a risk. And what is the spray transfer there? I mean, he's running and
Yeah,
strafing.
it's
Obviously, it's the perfect weapon to do that with. But a stray bullet just flies onto Simon's head like it's a magnet. And Valen was also playing really nicely around smokes. He threw a smoke over towards
maybe it's
default,
doable.
which scared off EDG.
Maybe it's doable.
Looked to try to
They
close
felt
the
like
gap
they
and
had
get
to
the best value out of those light weapons.
felt like they had to force to get the momentum.
With a
'Cause
lifeline.
maybe not that
Yeah,
confident
it
on this
is,
map.
right? It's a small
And it paid
window
off.
of chance. EDG, gonna be forced
EDG,
down to the Sheriff's
another
Classics
eco, but I mean, it was a
once again. Very
force buy. This
simplistic
one wasn't as
approach
bad
thus
as some of their others.
Trinity could be farming on this.
Oh boy,
Judge there,
you love to see it.
for a reason. Gonna be forced a little forward, but taking a lot of damage here. Forced down, okay. Nicely
He
worked
could
out.
have timed it, but
Another example, I
yeah,
think,
and
of
the smoke
not
maybe
just
came in
playing
a little
against
bit
enough
late.
Tejo players.
He
It's
stayed.
really
There
difficult
was a
to play
nade
those kind of
behind him,
spots.
chat. Like he couldn't go here because
With
there
a
was a
judge
nade
against
behind
a-
him, and then the
a
salvos
Tejo that
went
has
and
salvos,
flushed him out
can
into
do a
open.
bounce stun to be able to take you out. It's similar over on split. Nobody's gone for the reposition.
Like he was either running back, tanking the nade, but once he had committed here, he was kind of just stuck. Smoke came a little bit late. You could argue that he could have tanked the salvos a little bit and then got back over towards the nade, but I didn't see what the second salvo was. Like he pretty much did the right thing.
That. You're going to get melted. 40 seconds, but EDG working this. I like what they're doing, genuinely. You
He at
might
least
as well make
pre-fired
something
to do a
like
lot of
this
damage.
happen. Can they achieve much with that judge recovered? I don't know. Can they gap close well enough? Leaf. Trying to find a corner of
Strong
safety.
crossfire, and they
Time
have
is
no
starting to
more
close out for
smokes.
EDG
So they
here.
are just going to jump out into this
Jorgomo's lovely.
crossfire.
Okay,
Oh, we do not
got
need to
it.
do that.
I think that's a little excessive, but
Definitely is.
Well,
And I think,
take it,
flashy
but
though it is,
sure.
it's a similar scenario to what we saw earlier. I think
yeah.
Jorg
I
has
mean, they at
used-
least keep their money good.
I mean,
That's
both
like
of
the
the Raze
positives for
ultimates
this.
that I remember were on anti-eco
I do feel like if the
situations
comms are
where
really
potentially
good and
safe.
you're counting all the
And I
smokes,
think G2 need everything they can
then I
to
don't
be
think
able
you're
to
popping
survive
that.
these spots. The next round, EDG's macro is looking pretty
Misclick?
good.
Could have been a
Kangkang's two away
misclick.
from being able to get his ult online.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, a little surprised at that one. I felt like they had this in hand. They still had the player towards elbow. They still had leap towards sight.
Yeah.
This feels a bit too far for me, but again,
It's credit though to EDG's pressure that they were applying with only classics in hand. And that level of pressure is what I was looking for G2 on their attack side. And think about it, if they had done, there was no Viper wall there.
okay. Now, can G2 keep up this up against the rifles?
Ooh,
That's what
that's
we're looking
nice.
at here. Now,
Insta drone and
have the
can
opportunity
kind of
to
just
show what
hold
they're
this. Doesn't
made
have
of.
to worry about the left. Can just hold pure right.
Bruise to begin with. Kangkang was considering at least investing the boom bot, but then things against it. It's the other side.
Okay,
There are
Insta
pings all over
Insta
showers, which
dog
Jorgomo is currently holding.
over towards all of B. So they lost Buka,
Maybe a stun
but they
play, see
insta
if
dog
they can
out
catch
towards
it.
B. No pressure here, so they can stack 3. Pretty nice. Drone's going to come in. Drone's going to get shot. Keep the 3 here.
They know what's coming here.
Raze
There's
shot
3
all the
players
util
for
over
G2.
towards
Kangkang,
showers.
though, gonna start flying forward. Takes the close space. TP.
Very,
Nice.
very nice.
G2 holding on. Kangkang the one to answer back, but it's
Damn,
G2
Trent.
also
Trent did
solid
so much.
in their hold this
Trent
time.
did
I'm
so,
waiting
so
with bated
much
breath
here.
for it almost to fall apart, but it's not here. They've held their composure well. And EDG just getting broken on the way in towards site itself and towards showers.
One of the players ended up dying to salvos.
I
as
wonder
well.
if Trent
And
did
the
his
macro
like
game
stun
actually
as he
played
did the
really
salvos on
nicely
shore. I'm not
by
entirely
Jorg and
sure.
Leaf, the two
We'll probably
players
get a
on the
replay
screen
on
here.
it.
They dominated in
30 seconds
showers.
left.
against the Taeho utility that was coming out, and made sure that by Jorg and Leaf, the two players on your screen here, they dominated in
Yeah,
showers.
chat, we're going to try and get back to where we were. Oh my goodness, what have I done?
That was coming out.
Okay, chat, I'll wait and then we'll catch up.
Was maintained the entire time by G2, and they've got the jump on Smoggy here. Though he is thinking about it, it would be impossible for him to deal with both of them and get the plan down.
My goodness, almost happened though. I do want to see the replay.
That's a really big round.
We fine seeing the replay? Yeah, we'll see it in 2 times. Let's see if he stuns.
Only within 2. It's 9-7, and that's partly because of the
okay, no stun there.
And got the next eco off the back of it. It's also because they've now got a really crucial eco swing around here.
Sure. Sounds about right.
14 and 16, you might look back at this and I'll say this is where everything flipped for G2.
And it's enough of a pressure moment that EDG have gone, no, let's take a breath on this one. Let's take a beat here. This is 3 consecutive rounds, and again, that force spike going to just bring up the confidence as well. You're starting to feel out like this is possible. It was a very oppressive first half. A very small window of chance was given. Was it 4 rounds?
Hold down space.
Oh,
that's nice.
And then again, forced to have to try and convert or like a force buy. Some really tricky scenarios that G2 have actually navigated after what you were complimenting, and rightly so, is EDG looking much more robust.
Why do they play the Vice? No, the Vice is very good on this map.
Like G2 or EDG
Vice is very, very good.
Is that when you're in an advantage position against them,
it's great on defense. It forces people to kind of default find your wall. You can also stop sight hits a lot. The Fawns are really strong. Your flash is good for info on this map, and then at the same time on attack you do so much as well, right? Especially if you're doing like these deeper smokes over towards like B and A. Like the fact that you can have Fawns in front of them. Like if we're just purely looking at attack, like you can do smoke, Fawns. Then no one can help on sight. And then when you're kind of comboing it with a Tail, when you have like salvos, mollies and stuff like this, nades, you can kind of fill up the whole of the site with util and make sure that no one can flood in. So you can condition them to think they can't play on site, and then they can't flood. So then they're just forced to like play aggro or just set retake. Like the Vice is really, really nice. You can do a lot with it on this map. And it really like stops teams from being able to do fast stuff on you. You saw G2, like they struggled to do fast stuff all the time. Mostly because there would be like 3 people here because the Vice wall would be up, or you had Fawns delaying. Right, so the Vice is like really strong at the moment.
There is a potential fight over here.
Teams with good IGLs, like again, like Boaster FNSs, like they should be playing Vice pretty much every map in my opinion. Because you control the pace with it. A great shot.
Nice though. That is a Vandal they can pick up. Obviously, they don't fully know how secure and safe that is. If they want to go for that late look back,
only spots once. They decide to get down. We're hitting some lovely shots here.
Stunning.
And they nearly got another.
Punishing G2 for wanting to try and tip.
And this is a gun down though.
Even, but to try and play out in a 5v4.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay,
so they think they're going to be heavy holding over towards the gun, and because they're going to think there's 2 people holding the gun, they're going to try and hit the site while they're holding the gun, hoping that no one's over towards site. Trying to take the spaces they're holding onto the other space. It's a great shot over towards Heaven. Oh my goodness. Dude, they're hitting some unreal shots this round.
He's going to have that upgrade as well. And the curiosity. Oh, he's got 2! Jonah P! Make it up for
Jonah.
mistakes.
Does Can. Oh, if he kills one, then all. Oh my god. Really?
Oh, he's got one back.
Regen on
These 2 teams. Now down to a 1v1, but Trent on the site itself and Kung waiting. Letting him sweat a little on this. Satchel over, force him away as a look. He went wide.
Man, that's close. G2 will take that. They will take that. They got the ult out of them at least, and it was
incredibly
honestly rough. Shout out to Jonah P.
But he's not really the hero here.
Oh, Jonah's the hero, man. That 3K is nuts on the site.
Got bullied basically in map 1. He was having a really rough game of things. Couldn't find his value. And here, he's saved.
Why did he swing? He thought that he was halving it, so he wanted to swing off the satchel, like popping you in midair.
Those 3 on the site. Jesus. What a game we are seeing here. Suddenly.
Jorg has picked up the operator here.
Okay.
For this round, and he's solo alone, holding on A.
Smoggy or... Whoa, they saw Leaf cross. 4-1. Dude, then the knife just hit 3. No, hit for 4.
Run, get away,
the easy call. Can got called out. You're the guy with satchels.
Leaf draws it. Kung's gone.
Here's the reaction. You got to push. You know you have the timing. There's only 1 player A.
The great nades.
He's respecting this enough. He knows that he can't stick around too close, rattling off an operator shot, but backpedaling away.
Yeah, I like
heaven.
this as well. They did tail drone all the way through just to see if anyone was lurking. I thought that I would have liked this if they'd actually like followed this up, to be honest. The drone probably would have been nice for this retake, but
they're gonna try and clear sight. You've got the ults coming onto this, layering it forward, trying to facilitate what they can. An angle for nobody could be lovely, but it's Chichu with the first contact. G2 trying to gap close on this. G2 nowhere to run.
Look at the
nowhere to
util.
hide. He's
G2's
trying
done
to
really
his life.
nice.
He still gets
He
down
did
lead.
great
Quick
though.
trade.
I'm impressed with
G2
it. What do we got? We got
unwilling to rely on
Molly.
this, but util
That's
is the
it.
name of the game.
Then maybe
We've
there's a
got
Brim
lot
Molly
of
on it
stall
right
here.
now. I think that's why
G2
we're
gonna
not
have to try and
defusing.
work this out somehow,
There goes the
even
second
with
Molly.
numbers.
Comes a big
It ain't
flash.
gonna be easy. Look at it. Poured on. Jonah P puts himself forward. Nobody comes in. Trent on the trade, but time is everything. You've heard the ult going through. I think
Very,
knows
very
he's done
nice.
enough here.
Dude, it's so
Trent
much
can try what he
delay.
can, but it's EDG
Brim Molly,
buying those precious
KO
seconds.
nades. Then we got
Their
salvos,
comp has
and then
so
Brim
much
ult.
of that post-plant
Or
stall
4.
that they could use. They have the nade, then the mosh, then the sorry, not the mosh, the fragment grenade, the salvos.
There's a stray
Molly
gecko
from
here.
Brim, and then the orbital strike on top. I mean, even if they've used some of them to be able to take the site, which this round they barely had to, it's such a good post-plant composition. And what's rough about that is it was probably the best played round from G2 that we've seen, and they don't get the win.
Yeah, it's true.
Jorgamo still with that
But that
operator
knife
here,
was incredible.
for Leaf, but other than
Like
that,
that
it
knife
is
info
just
gave him
what
so
they can
much.
do. Jorgamo, slow down a little, but look how much space they're taking off this. Maybe this
Wait,
is
if we
the right read.
min-maxed our
EDG are
Viper
gonna take
wall so there's
all
less of a
side.
gap here,
Got
but it still covers here?
at
Yeah, we
some point,
have.
the Trent holds back side 'cause Kanka
Whoa.
is hungry.
Dude, what's
Trent
happened to
lost
Trent
in the
there?
source on that one. He was just drifting away, but now we've got them pinned. This is actually an issue. This is a really tricky scenario for G2 to figure out.
Planted.
It's tricky for Leaf. Leaf has to hold off the Horde that are looking to try to take some space over towards backside.
Yeah, I got
Towards
nothing
spawn.
there. I imagine
EDG
it might
would
even be a
really
tech
love to
pause.
control heaven.
Unless he fully got lost in smoke and he thought he was...
But
you would look at the minimap.
Nobody good for it. Valen does strike back towards Kung,
Oh,
now
different
Jonah P,
page.
the man who went large. Who
Oh
went far
no,
beyond for the
EDG,
boys
not like
before.
this.
Now he's trying to hold on to it. Nobody forced a little further forward. Dog goes in. It's all getting messy now. On towards the fight. Nobody can take away Jonah P.
It's mayhem, man. Absolute mayhem. We've got to start looking at G2's money. Got 2-4, and two of them can't buy here.
Vitally important rounds for EDG to stem the bleeding.
Whoa, it was
It looked like G2
a
were
little
gonna
bit
be able to
messy
put
from
things
both
together,
teams
go on
there.
a bit of a run off the back of the force buy, but they found their footing. EDG playing these situations so well.
Yeah, I think he's just. I think he thinks he's further deep in the smoke here.
To escape, just didn't quite realize he was butting his head into a brick wall.
Yeah, a little rough for him.
But EDG now
Yeah, really
twice
rough from Trent
have
there.
made exactly the correct macro decision to G2 dominating showers. They've gone in, they've taken lamps control, and then they've gone towards back, towards CT,
Yeah.
and they've played around that
Okay,
pipes
maybe
vent position.
the last timeout
Wonderful.
we'll see
I
because
mean, in one of the rounds they were
EDG
messing
might
around
not
with
need to use
Lee,
that.
pulling him all over the place, and in this round they double up, clear him out, and even deal with Jonah P. Who's
Did
coming to
EDG
reinforce
change
the
up a
position.
lot of their comps like we thought?
G2's adaptation
They
of
changed
fighting
up
super heavy over showers
2,
needs some modification.
right?
'Cause at
2
the
out of
moment,
4 so far.
it's-
Well,
It's getting
the thing
outdone.
is 2 out of
It's
3
starting
so
to
far
fall
because we saw them
short
play
at this
Pearl
point.
twice.
It's had its time in the sun and it's not quite having the same impact, but we do then once again bring back that conversation that felt like it was done for, but
And
the
then
lack of
this
depth here for G2
this they've
might
kind of
start
played
being
similar to how they
a little
play.
bit more of an issue because again that adaptation, we know that they're great at learning on the fly. These are hard things to come up with against the caliber of a team like EDG.
How's the game
Up
so
to
far? Oh
11,
no, it's a banger.
facing
Dude,
off against
both
8.
games are
There
delivering.
is still a bye here for
Like,
G2,
today's
but
just been a
certainly
sick
not
day.
perfect.
They're gonna
Both games have
force
been
into this one,
unbelievable.
and probably that means that Leaf is going to pit right at the start as well.
Like this still has crazy
He's got
potential
one
as
way
well. It's just the fact that G2
over
probably
towards
have to win this
showers.
round for it to be
Hit
really
short.
close.
He's got
And this is a
teammate
good
helping
round though.
him
This
at
is
the
like
start
one
of
of
the
the
round.
setups that's so
That'll
hard,
allow
right?
them
You got
to
Viper
be
smoke,
just
you got
strong
ult,
side.
and we got wall. All 4 chokes covered by some kind of Viper util.
Gonna be seen.
What do they got to deal with
Trade up
this?
between the two.
They got no ults. They got no ults and they got no
Immediately,
ults for a
Kung
while.
knows what the setup is. As soon as
Got
they see
4
the
people sitting
Viper
2
on shore, he
out of
knows
8,
there's gonna be
I
one
guess.
way over towards showers. It's the most
They all
standard
8,
thing, so
yeah.
he just instantly takes all of that space.
I'm surprised that Trent did actually rotate over. I think he's going to try and quick foot it back towards B. Yeah, he's made it back through now. Simon's got to be cautious. He's very isolated. Nice work from Jonah P, but it's
Damn, Chichu's
all in the
killing
meantime, taking away the
everyone.
support. Once again,
Timing.
Jonah P gonna have to go nuclear, and he makes a damn good go of it. But the site's already won out. We saw Chichu
Yeah, Chichu
getting
already just
that
won the
damage
round.
done in the meantime towards the two players. Giacomo has hit a decent timing on this rotation, but it will be a post plant, surely.
He's hit a good timing and he's got past the thorns. He's given away his position.
Less likely to work out now.
Okay, well, they know where they both are.
Identifying where Leaf will be coming from. This is all feeling very known. EDG
Wait, does that work?
going for the secure plant
No.
in the middle of the site. Chichu takes away Giacomo. They
I think that might work if he if he's like touching the. If this was Tube, I think if he's like here,
Chichu
I
has
think it would
been
him.
utterly
Because he's in the middle, I
brilliant
don't think it
in
would.
this tournament. We've already talked about how he was as
It's
well
a little
at
bit weird and
champs.
cheap.
Where's the wall here? The
Dude,
Viper
I mean,
wall is
yeah,
too
it's a late wall.
The rest of the G2 players
G2 just
of
wins
course,
the
not
rounds.
calling for it early
He's
enough.
incredible.
Maybe there was lacking fuel. Maybe that was because
It got
of
patched,
Bangkok's pressure
not
over
the
showers
Tube
at the
one.
start of the round.
The
Might have
Tube
run
one
out of
still
a bit of
works.
juice just being
The
worried
Tube
about
one
a
still
showers
hits
push.
like all of
But
this
there are
area apart from middle.
grabs here from G2 that you don't
Like you
normally
can
expect
not
from
get
them,
hit by
and EDG
middle,
are punishing
but if
every
you're on the
time.
sides, it still hits you.
And that's the credit
Okay,
here is that
four
EDG are finding those
chances
faults so
to close this, and they want to go fast with a fast
genuinely.
5-person
Look
up
at this
short.
again, very simplistic
Knife goes
approach
in,
though here.
forms. We got
Through
salvos
all
here,
in
forced
through
them over
short,
towards
and
showers.
control on
Jonah
the
P
side.
sent it
Jonah
with a
P does
flash.
well, but he's the only one
That's a
to do
massive
well
kill,
for
that one.
G2. It's
The
lights
nobody
out
kill
for
to
EDG so
showers,
far.
that probably
They've
wins
won
them
out
out.
the site. They got
Yeah,
what
that
they
does win them
wanted.
out.
They add another body to the list.
Nobody did
Putting
great,
Leaf
man. That kill
all
on showers
alone.
is everything.
The plants there
I
as
think
well. 13,
Giacomo
and map
maybe
2
overpeaked,
beckoning,
but
and Leaf could do nothing
okay,
but
very,
die.
very strong.
EDG back
We
in
get
the
to see a
game.
fracture. This should be a
We
banger
are
as well.
going the distance.
Now he's getting everyone pumped up as well. Sick.
He's gone big.
Damn, that's
They're
sick.
off to fracture.
Okay.